Alright, we're back to reading walkthrough the video game, because that's what we're doing here with this game, is reading a walkthrough, because I'm fucking terrible with it, but I've been enjoying the experience of, like, running into shit and seeing the creatures. As this time around, John's not here, so it'll be just little old me. So, we, go into Silent Hill. Harry was killed last time, our father, the person from... I don't need to be here, besides, no one around, no one lives here. Sneaking? Just like getting back into how to play. It's been just a few days. Like, pretty much out of shotgun ammo. Picked up a stun gun, and we have a katana. I move. I think I can take that vest off, because I realize I'm moving kind of slow, so I think I have it on. I can get around quickly again. Alright, so we're going to Silent Hill.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill, to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map.
Well, at least we'll get a map, because I'm going to need it of the
What do you
freaking
want
area.
to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Oh no, it's got poop on it.
Your father was holding it.
I'd be too paranoid to fall asleep in this whole situation with this guy, but eventually your body just needs to fall asleep.
Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold?
No, if I was, I'd have something with sleeves.
What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? Used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now...
You've been there?
Once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I tell you, that's one screwed up town.
Used to be so
My line of
nice.
work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Sadly, it's 2020 and we get offended by everything, so... I'm offended that you even said hi to me. You didn't say it in a specific manner.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? You feeling sick?
My head's pounding, like the worst hangover ever.
You shouldn't drink all that
Maybe
booze.
you're car sick.
No, I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
You're making it up.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god.
Huh?
You see, the girl had special powers.
Powers?
Like Superman? I like Superman.
Classmates called her a witch. She can make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, the God was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
Yeah, the power of a walkthrough.
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father.
I don't like this POV. I want to be in your crotch, Vincent. Or not Vincent, the fucking whatever his name is.
He loved me just like I was his very own
The
daughter.
detective.
Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I'd never had a chance to tell you. Tell you how happy you made me.
I just watched the rest of just the cutscenes. I feel like me playing it just takes away from everything. It's like you get so into it if you're like actually interested. You're just like, you know, I'd rather just watch the rest. Like I don't even want to play.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah.
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know.
Except I am, but I'm not.
Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old.
50-something?
And I've never seen nothing like this. I feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Still a dream.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital, okay?
Roger.
No, my name's not Roger. And she just rolls over and goes to bed. But still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? And now we know who she is. Even though, again, I didn't really play the first. I seen bits and pieces. But really, I know nothing of the first game other than Harry was the main character. So, keep on equipping my weapon, and I'm too scared to be walking around without a gun of some kind or melee weapon, even though I will get my shit rocked. The bathroom, how will you use it right now? Man, I wish I did. It's like, so good to be back. Oh, God. We gotta go to that hospital. So we just go up to Nathan Ave and then take us south at Pete Bolorama. Get past Heaven's Night, we'll be at the hospital. Run past everything and God hope I don't get killed. I don't think there's anything I think we can stop at Heaven's Night though, because according to walkthrough, they said there's stuff there. Though items vary apparently depending on difficulty, I guess. I don't know if that, and you know, enemy placements, I think. So, since I'm on medium, I would assume the items are gonna be there, because the walkthrough just is on a general basis. Ugh, God, this again, huh? To be honest, I'm fine with running around this instead of in tight corridors. I feel like I can kind of escape shit sometimes, except for when I get tired and there's a dog thing behind me. And massive slowdown. Like I'm running in quicksand. Who parked this van here? Waiting for a gap here, right? Okay. Like, there'll be a gap around here, right? For me to just go down it? Eventually? Just funny, the slowdown. I don't know if the original... Like, I would assume the originals had slowdown, but I wonder if it's, like, this, like, noticeable. Because, like, older games slowdowns and just... You're like, ah, it's whatever. There's a lot going on the screen. It's understandable, but, like, when you quote-unquote remaster or bring a game to newer systems, you expect to not have as much of a slowdown. Hope there's no enemies in this area. I'm also apologize for yawning. I don't know why I'm tired. I'm not. I guess my body's just entering more of a relaxed mode now because, like, even though this shit's stressful to me, my body's just relaxing because it's like, alright, I did a bunch of stuff, worked out, and things like that, now I can kind of chill. So, even though everything's stressful and I just want to, like, get the stuff and be done. Good shells? You know, I can't help but a little tired. Tourism pathway. I had forgotten, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedule. Enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old houses, gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake, which shows different sides of its beauty, with the passing of day from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant. Your memories will last forever. Roger Widmark. I mean, problem is everything's covered in fucking fog. Pick up jerky? Was that one of those things? So it's like, it's hard for me to, experience, like, the beauty of this place when everything's covered in fog, but also, like, a lot of shit just looks run down or gross. Or, you know, the monsters making, like, wet, sloppy little noises in the fog. Could be just, you know, someone getting lucky, but something tells me that's not the case. Did we go in a Brookhaven? Like, I don't know how similar 2 is, like, location, because again, like, I feel like if I played the first one, I'd be like, oh god, I'm going back into this place. Alright, before something kills me, and the reception straight ahead to find the map. Because there are nurses in here. I need the map. Or I won't be able to figure out this walkthrough very well without kind of map. That is a very, very bright red logo. Symbol probably has a meaning, I just don't remember. I did, like, bits and pieces of research, but that was, like... I did it way back after I played Silent Hill 2, and I was like, I might play 3 in the same month. I didn't play it in the same month. I did not touch third. Health drink. Alright, so we're gonna want to go out here. Doing this shit again. This is exactly how I remember things going. At least they're labeled, so it makes it a little easy to understand where they want me to go. I need to go to the doctor's lounge. That's up and right. Once I leave, take a right. I'm gonna fucking be stressed all day. And I don't mean to keep going to map or pausing, but like I have a terrible memory and I can't read like, all right, this, and this. So it's this. What am I doing here? Once we do it, next room. We're doing this like almost a room at a time, if not half a room. Find memos, huh? Let's see what we find. Medical record or something. It's for this Leonard guy. Could this be the same Leonard that Vincent was talking about? Room S12. Presenting mild audiovisual hallucinations, emotionally instability, obsessive ideas. Suspect minor schizophrenia. Will continue observation. Basically calm and cooperative with a strong sense of justice. However, according to reports, becomes very violent when overexcited. The other one is Stanley Coleman. Usually passive and cowardly. Also egotistical. Sometimes shows and acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman. This has caused violent incidents. Use caution. Both of these guys don't sound good, so if one gets too happy, he's going to be violent. The other one, if too attached to a woman, is going to get violent. It's just a very violent party. Oh, that's a... Food only. Do not store drugs. I wonder if it's okay to store health drinks in here. I got a health drink. Well, you know. So now we want to go to the visiting room, which is right there. It's right across the examination room, crazy enough. So we're just going to go take a right, another right, and we should be at the visiting room. When we get to the visiting room, we'll see what we're doing from there. To be honest, I like reading it one bit at a time because then I'll be either a little bit shocked about what happens when I get to the room, or I'll have to pause it because something's about to kill me, and I'm like, uh-oh. This will have another memo. Alright. And looks like a doll. This day has finally come. That's right, the day when you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you here in this gloomy cell. I never really even knew your name or face until today. But now I know. I know you're the one I've been waiting for. And haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prize doll. I made it to commemorate our meeting, the start of this everlasting love. Ah, I can already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. I don't. You know what? I'll take the gift. Disgusting. I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Well, guess we won't take it. Alright. So, I like how the walkthrough says, alright, you'll find more of these memos lying around, but let's clear out the floor. C2 has enemies, but unless we're going for like the one ending of killing a lot, which we aren't. Alright, so we can go to C4 if we want to check out a memo. There'll be more stuff to do in C4, but we won't be able to do it right away, so... C4 is a little bit of a runaway, but just in case, I mean, we might have to come back to there, but might as well just read the memo while we're thinking about it. If I even can get to... No, that's why that is. I was like, wait a minute. Put myself at risk, but I'll go do it, because I'm interested to read more about this guy. It's probably more, but you know. Even his fucking doll. The organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will, to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay sane, even if they throw me out with the lunatics. I can't read. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You could peel it off, can't you? With that junk those nasty wretches won't stop using. If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all, just as you exist for me. But why haven't you taken my doll with you? Ah, my gift you must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, Heather. This is weird. How did she know? But he don't. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. A lot of paintings stuck to the wall. A cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, and a clock. Whoever it is probably used glue, but why would they do this in the first place? There's a key glued to the wall. I'd love to take it with me, but it's stuck really tight. I can't even pull it off. We gotta remember that key. So now, we're gonna head to the reception area and take an elevator. I didn't even know there was an elevator in the reception area. If I was even there before. We'll be back for that key. These guys move real fast. That's why, as cool as it is to have that vest, I did not want to, This says reception office. Is there a reception area? Didn't even know there was an elevator in there. Let's go back to the reception place, I guess. I don't even know where I ran. I think this is the reception area. It's just they mean the actual elevator, like the one that's labeled with a fucking E. So we'll go to the E. All right, let's go to this is a big elevator. Second floor? I located here. It says I will find another memo from the Stanley guy and a letter at the end that will help me with a key code puzzle. I can see and find it. Okay, good. Here we go. We're on to something. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. And so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue. The path to paradise. If the door is locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has been posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept going on. Isn't it a shame I'm not there? Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Like if I don't think I want to be here anymore. The typewritten memo posted here. What's it supposed to mean? The first is larger than the second twice the third smaller than the fourth, and the fourth is half the first. Just because, I mean, the walkthrough might just tell me, and if not, I'm just gonna fucking screenshot it. I don't want to come back here. Now we gotta go to the patient wing. Oh god, there was more. 4... I can take a shot just in case. I'm probably gonna have it told to me, or I'll figure it out, but, you know, whatever. 4 of the numbers are not repeated. 3 are not in the top row. 2 are not in the right row. What are the numbers is the final key. Gotta be shitting me. Is it riddle easy difficulty? Just say 47631. We need to get to patient wing. Go to the women's locker room. I thought it meant go down where the restroom and the M's are, but no, we want to go to the women's locker room. Think. They make it sound like there's enemies here. I'm confused. But again, enemies may vary depending on difficulty or after I grab something. Nail polish remover and perfume. Great. You'll be those are the most important. You may or may not find any some other items around. The perfume is an equipable item that makes you resistible to monsters. Equip it to draw them directly to you. And the nail polisher thing will help get things unstuck. Now we can go back to the first floor. They didn't spell back correctly. Man, this guide. Suddenly the person who was writing this turned into a chicken. Now we can go back to that thing. It says the patient. But is this the patient wing? Because it says that second floor patient wing. It's like this got like kind of flip-flopped in the thing. Before going back to the first, we can see what else is floor. The second wing, second floor patient wing. You can find another message on a stretcher to the left of the door of the patient wing. Ah, okay, so that will do that. It's locked. Ah, so I need that. The writing door is a typewriter memo. Help figure out the code depending on your riddle difficulty. Nice crackles. Boy, I don't know why the audio is crackling randomly. First is, I'm gonna just look. Old typewriter memo. There's 4 numbers in the code. First is bigger than the second. The second is 2 times bigger than the third. The third is smaller than the fourth. And the fourth is 1/2 of the first. None of the numbers are the same. 3 of the top row of the keypad. 1, 2, 3. 2 are not in the right row, meaning the 3, 6, and 9. And one of the numbers is the final number, which of the keypad. Probably easiest to start out with the. Since I can just read this thing, we can figure it out. So it's probably easy to start out with the first and fourth number. The fourth will be half the first. There are many numbers that you can be half the first. Well, figuring that, keep in mind that only one number will be on the top row of the keypad. The rest will fall into place. Well, if the first is bigger than the second, because I don't have the solution. It's blacked out unless I highlight over it if I just give up. If they could be by half and the first one's bigger, then I would assume 8. You can do 8. The second is 2 times bigger than the third, but that doesn't. Half of. First is bigger than the second. The second is 2 times bigger than the third. So there's 8. Could be 8. The third is smaller than the fourth. The fourth is 1/2 of the first. So if first is 8, the final is 4. If that was the case. None of the numbers are the same. 3 of them are not. 3 are not in the top row. 2 are not. So they're not in the 1, 2, 3. 3 of them aren't. So one of them's got to be 3. Like one of them's got to be 1, 2, or 3. 2 of them are not in the 3, 6, and 9 area. I know it's like 8 first, and then half of that would be 4 for the final number. The second is 2 times bigger than the third, and the third is smaller than the 4. If we're going smaller than the fourth number, and the second one's bigger than it, then wouldn't it be 6, 3, and 4? Okay, I can't believe that worked. I'm just bullshit this now. I don't know. Man, I have no idea. Now we want to go to examining room 3. The hell? The start time is my key. Medical record, could this be for the dead guy? Background unknown, name, age unknown. Wow, you guys did a great job here. Not admitted patient, found in poor mental state on hospital grounds, temporarily installed in room M4 at chief's discretion. Died late tonight from blood loss due to severed carotid arteries. Was grasping a kitchen knife in right hand. Assumed this was caused by a neck wound. Possible suicide, but wound angle suspicious. Sent to second floor treatment room for further investigation. Have received no proof or issue of event from patient residing in the same room. Have not noticed police. However, for future necessary, leave victim's bed in effects intact room M4. We need to get to M4. The start time is my key. Don't know what the hell that's gonna mean. We want to go to M4. Sometimes I lose track of how many doors I run by. Jesus. It's like it's like 7:49. That's the start time? Then I didn't look at the second. 0, 7, 4, 9. I have to look at that clock again. Let's see. There was a memo in here. Unless it's in the case. It's on the bed. It's right there. I thought this was a stain. I can't tell. There was a tattooed guy in the rumpled bed. Not anymore, though. The alarm clock and a filthy bag are his. Don't misunderstand. I haven't done a thing. I didn't hate him, though he was a liar. Shall I write something of my own on my chest since I can't cut it? Open to show you my heart. I love Heather. No, something a bit more forceful. I love Heather isn't enough for what I feel. Oh, what tender emotion that image brings. Help. Six, 7, 4, 9, maybe? Supposed to be 50. Unless he's going for 8. Just nothing but 8s. 8000. Weird time. Also, I'm fucking dumb. It's not 40, it's 50. Almost 55. That's 54. 754. There, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I'm done with the clock, because it's like, you realize it's not in the 40s, it's in the 50s, right? Anyway, I got an instant camera. Holy shit. Good. So M5 apparently will have nurses in it. There's a first aid kit in the back of the room, but you might need it after fighting the nurses. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I really care. Like, how many first aids and shit do I have? 5 of those, 5 of those, 2 of those. Not the worst. Oh, I think I could do without 1. I don't really feel like doing battle with nurses. I don't. This is the examination room. Hey, I need your arm again. Get my shit rocked. Alright, back to the first floor. We can go to C4 and use that nail polish thing to get that key unstuck. So crazy to be back in this shit. Meaning, like, just this type of game. Like, this. Now that we're here, this, like, room running through these labeled rooms, this is very just how it was for me in Silent Hill 2. And I'm like, now this is what I know. Here's the shit I remember trying to go hall to hall. Out, avoiding getting hit, only to get hit. Nail polish remover. I used the nail polish remover. Got the stairwell key. I like the way this is written. With this key, you will be able to access the patient or the stairwell right across the patient wing on the first floor. The stairwell allows quick access to all floors. First stop is the basement downward. Like John wrote this. Let me make sure I know where I'm going. I'm assuming it's right over there. Maybe. I could be wrong, though. Okay, good. It is this room. Uh-oh. Walk down to the basement. That's where we want to go as I start heading upstairs. Before heading over, take a look on the for the magazine. It's big, it's black and rectangular. Wheelchair, where's the person that was using it? Oh, we got a submachine gun, so. Dude, those, like, banging effects of, like, it stopping around, makes me think someone's, like, because people are upstairs. Like, I have it upstairs. So it's, like, it sounds like people are walking around, like, stomping around, because some of them are heavy-footed, so I'm like, oh, they're just moving again. Turn around, go in the whitish door, walk inside. That whitish. Not that whitish. That whitish door. You won't be able to squeeze through, but you do have an instant camera. Use the camera to find a code written in blood. If you forget the code, you can always check your memos and see the hotel back side of the shelf for the code. Can't squeeze into there. There's no way I can move the shelf either. Well, I guess that's why I would never have even thought to use a camera for a blood streak. What the hell? Some shit that it's like, okay, that makes sense. And other times I'm like, I wouldn't even have thought to use it. Goddamn Polaroid. 8945. Oh, Jesus. I like how I don't even tell you it's been most. Now let's make a quick detour. Before opening the door, you can find another message. I don't like when they're like, let's make a detour. Head to the roof, I guess. From the sounds of it, I won't have to worry about nurses. I just gotta worry about closers, which I can't remember quite what each thing is anymore. Though the pendulum thing are fucking obnoxious. I also like the rooftop. It makes me want to fly. You too? The fuck? There'll be things here for me. Oh, those are closers. Got it. Anything else up here? It was just for the ammo, which I'm fine with, because I do need ammo, because... shit. I like that. It's like, alright, now 3rd floor. You should get to the storeroom. If you don't know where it is, check your map. It's like, man, we are how far into this walkthrough? You're now gonna tell me how to check the fucking map? Making progress, though. Save the game if you want.